Yeah, what do you think about that?
It's an interesting approach. But I thought that mountains are more, how do you say, not the cause, but the consequence of something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying, that the mountains actually do serve a purpose, which is to stop from...
do. Oh no, absolutely. I agree.
Yeah, so it's like...
Well, and they maintain the water as well.
Yeah, I mean, there's many...
Glaciers.
Yeah, there's many purposes to them, but what I'm saying is, like, in terms of, like, the land, it acts as a stake so that the land don't move. So it stops the land from sliding. And it's kind of like, you know, it's something, it makes you think on a bigger scale, like, you know, if this thing has a purpose, right, then who gave it its purpose?
No, absolutely. I mean, I think generally, if you are in the bottom of the mountain, if you're in a village, how do you call it, a valley?
Yep.
Valley.
Yep, valley.
So you reconsider anyway what your purpose is, because you're so small and tiny compared to whatever massive thing is there.
Sure.
So
do you believe in? Do you believe in like a creator?
Yes.
You do, like God or something, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
I know I might be stupid.
Huh?
I know I might be stupid.
No, not at all. Why? Why would you be stupid? If you see creation, obviously it must be creator. Simple.
Okay.
If you see, I mean, you've probably seen some really beautiful places.
Yes.
And obviously to think that it came by chance and, you know, out of chaos, because nothing, from our human experience, no chaos can create order.
Yeah, but we still can't explain. And the thing is, I mean, from a rational perspective, let's be honest,
Yeah.
a purely rational explaining, like, there is no reason to believe. But then again, I think for me, believing...
There's no reason to believe.
Believing is, by definition, believing and not reasoning. It's a different word. Because you believe something
Yeah.
because you think it's right. And then...
Yeah, as in like believing with faith.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think it's
And
too
then
much
you
to
can
ask.
prove something,
Yeah.
which is reasoning, and you prove it and whatever.
No, but I think to ask someone to believe in something, yeah, and have faith in something without offering logic, a logical explanation, or providing some type of proof, some type of evidence, is a bit too much as well. Do you follow a particular religion at all?
I was raised in a particular religion.
You was?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Kind of. I
What-
mean, they make the division.
Uh-huh.
It's all Christianity, but within Christianity they make divisions.
Yeah.
So my mom is from one division and my dad is from the other. So it's not exactly the same and actually tend to hate each other.
Oh, really?
So yeah.
So, but you kind of, do you believe in that? Like, somewhere in the middle or on either side?
I'm kind of a hybrid, I guess.
Okay, so you believe in Jesus, yeah?
Yeah, some sort of Jesus. Not exactly the way that the Catholics picture it, but yes.
Okay, can I ask you a question about Jesus? If yeah. Okay. Do you believe Jesus was sent by God, or that he is God?
Sent by God.
Sent by God. Okay. Do you believe in the Trinity?
What does Trinity mean?
Trinity, like, you know.
Father, Son, and Holy Ghost?
Yeah.
Yes.
You do. Okay. It's quite hard to explain the Trinity, yeah, to some people. But from my understanding, like, if I can, instead of having you explain it, which might be longer, if I tell you what I think it is, and if you tell me if I've got a good idea, yeah, or because I mean I grew up in Catholic school, I went to Church of England school as well, so I do like know parts of the Bible and stuff like that. Anyhow,
I'm not. By the way, I'm not a strong I have
believe
no
in?
strong opinions.
Uh-huh.
My ex-boyfriend was Tibetan, so he's Buddhist.
Okay. Oh no, that's fine. I'm not gonna ask anything that's kind of like, you know, about the scriptures or anything like that. Not at all. Just it's just a general question. So okay, so basically the Trinity is kind of like a boiled egg, yeah. So you have the shell, which is God. You have the white stuff, which is like the Holy Spirit, and then the yolk, which is like Jesus. And all three make one. Just to give you a quick example, is that kind of a...
So you got to hang on one more time. Sorry.
Okay, so you have the egg, yeah? The shell is like God. The white part, yeah, is like the Holy Ghost. And the yolk is like Jesus. Okay? Those three make one. It's one egg, isn't it? But all three parts equal the one thing.
Probably yes. I maybe have put it the other way around, but yes.
Okay, I mean, the general idea is that the three all work as in one kind of, yeah? That's a fair understanding. Okay, so here's my question, yeah? You see, I can be a father, I could be a son, I could be an uncle,
Yes.
yeah? I could be a brother as well,
Yes.
right? And many more things. But the thing is, when I die, all of them die.
No. Part of you live in every single one of them.
Yeah, but when I die, all of those roles, all of those titles, they,
All
I mean,
the titles.
huh?
Yeah, the titles, yes.
Yeah. So, like, when Jesus died,
But you don't die, because all part of you is in every single one of them.
memory-wise,
Whatever.
what do you mean part of me is in every single one?
Part of you.
Yeah.
It's
How
in their
can,
heart, in their character, in the way they behave, the way they, whatever.
but that's them though. That's like how they remember me. That's, you know, that's
Yeah, but
the
it's
memory
part
of
of
me.
you.
How can it be a part of me if I'm dead?
No, not part of you, but you are part of them.
Okay. So
Because
are you saying that?
you made them doing something in a way that you would have appreciated.
Okay.
Like my mom.
So you had an effect on them, is what you're saying? Yeah?
Yes, because for example, if my mom would die,
Yep.
she would live with me.
Fair
In me.
enough.
Because she formed me, she made me what I am.
Okay.
So I'm a living part of her.
Okay. But God is the creator, yeah?
Yeah,
You agree with that, yeah? Because Jesus was created, isn't it?
it's a son.
He's the son. Okay. So when a carpenter makes a table, he's not a part of the table.
He is.
Well, the table is a separate thing. He's
No,
separate
but
as
he
well.
made it what it is.
Okay. He made
That's
it.
what I mean.
Okay.
He made the table what it is.
So
Without the carpenter, it would
Yeah.
have been completely different.
okay. So do you believe God is everywhere?
Yes.
You believe he's everywhere, yeah?
Yes.
And he's in everything.
Yes.
Because that's kind of like what with the examples that you're giving me. It's kind of like that he's everywhere, yeah. Okay. So if I made something, yeah, out of stone, and I put it there, God is in that as well.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. But in the Bible, it tells us don't use images, don't worship idols.
Yeah, but you shouldn't.
But how can you say you shouldn't when, I mean, how can you say that, you know, there's one God and worship God when Hindus, they worship stone idols and they say, well, we use this as an avatar. We use this as a focus point to speak to our God up there.
Yeah, but I'm not so strict about this because I think
No.
I appreciate if people have different beliefs and opinions.
Yeah.
And
No. I'm not challenging your belief. I'm asking the question because this is what you said.
I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, like, for me, the difference is there has been kind of a starting point of what has been created,
Yeah.
and that hasn't been a stone.
Right.
That has been.
Okay, but what I'm saying is that the Hindus, their belief is that they believe in God, but they use the stone as an avatar, as a focus point. Same way as you use Jesus as a focus point.
Exactly.
Or the cross.
Exactly. That's why I say I'm accepting their religion.
Yeah.
But I don't believe in the same thing.
But your religion don't accept the religion.
No,
that's the
not
point.
True.
Yeah, of course it is.
We wouldn't do that.
Because in the Bible it says that those other people, they're not going to end up in the same place as you, is it?
The Bible is subject to interpretation. I think.
This is pretty clear cut. Like if you don't follow the Bible,
clear cut. If you read the Bible, if you have 10 people reading it, and you ask 10 people how to interpret it, you get 10 different interpretations.
Okay.
And for me, I'm not.
But those who have knowledge and that have been studying the Bible, that are in like
Buddhism, and it's the same for Quran.
It's what, sorry?
The same for the Torah. It's all the same for Quran, Torah, and the Buddhism. People interpret things in a very different way. If you look at Buddhism, my ex-boyfriend, who I was with for 10 years.
Yeah.
So I know his religion quite well.
Okay.
I know his family very well.
He's a Buddhist, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
And you can talk to different members of the family.
Yeah.
And they see things so different. It's amazing.
Right.
You can talk to my family. Whoever you talk to, they see it very differently. It's very.
But Buddha himself, he was someone who derived his origin. He derived from Hinduism as well, but he left that and he started his own enlightened. Like, he went on his own journey and stuff like that. He never told people worship me. And
no, he didn't.
He didn't believe in a God, but there are Buddhists that can believe in God as well as be a Buddhist, isn't it? That's why it's a different interpretation. It's kind of like you practice yoga, but you can still believe in God. It's something it's kind of separate. It's just they use that way to kind of for teachings and stuff. You can kind of with Buddhist being a Buddhist, you can mix and match. They don't kind of like.
Yeah, Buddhists are the most tolerant religion. I agree with you.
Yeah, they don't kind of like rule out any other religions and stuff. You can.
I agree with you. The only one.
Yeah.
The only one.
Yeah.
I mean, the Torah, the Quran, the Bible, all of it is exclusive.
Right.
But I agree. The Buddhism is the most peaceful religion in that sense. But then again, the Buddhism has so many different angles to it.
Wait, what do you mean by peaceful?
There is no Buddhism as such. It's so different what people believe. Which gods they worship.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Everything.
I mean, you can believe in God and still be a Buddhist. Because it's not a religion that talks about creation of life. That who made the world and stuff like that. It doesn't go into that. It goes into your own spirituality and meditation, and it's all about yourself. So it's different to other religions as well. So it's not. So when you say peaceful, like what do you mean by peaceful?
Acceptance, like to other beliefs.
Okay.
I think the Torah claims they're the one and only. Then the Christian claim they came after the Torah, so they're the one and only. And then the Quran claims they came after the Christians, so they're the one and only. And they all believe that they're superior to one another. That is not the case with Buddhism. It doesn't have any claim over any other religion. It just is what it is.
Yeah, but it doesn't provide answers either. It doesn't provide.
Which religion does provide answers?
Well, I would argue that the Quran does.
You would?
Yeah, because it provides tangible evidence.
To what?
Well, like we said, that we was talking about the mountains at first, yeah?
Yeah.
This is something that we recently discovered in science, yeah? You may not know, but I mean, this is how the discussion started, because this is something that they have been able to kind of find. Like the icebergs, how it's got like a little peak there and then it's huge underneath. Have you ever seen pictures of icebergs?
Of course.
Yeah. So likewise, that's how the mountains are, and they see that it's to stop the land from sliding. They know this from technology, using technology, modern technology today. But this was. Sorry?
I'm sure they do. I'm not a geographican, so I'm staying out of that.
Okay. Yeah. So they. So in the Quran it says that there are signs for those who are willing to look, and there are many things that is pointed out. One of them being just for an example, the reasons why we have mountains. So when you look at it, do you not ponder like as to what the reasons they are there for? Do you think it's just there for no purpose?
I agree with you, but I think the thing is, all of those religions, the way they're written, you find the answer if you look for it.
Mm-hmm.
Because you read it that way, so it provides you the answer.
Okay.
But if you're really lost and you really don't know what you're looking for, it's not there.
So you're saying that if you...
I think I'm not like, you know, I've never been lost.
Have you read the Quran?
No.
So how do you know?
Because some of my best friends.
Yeah. Some of your best friends what?
Muslims.
Okay.
And we have a lot of those discussions.
And what did they do? What did they do? Did they give you the review of the religion or?
No. We just discussed and we were just talking about. I think it was more about the fact that, you know, our parents found their answers in religion, and for us it's slightly more difficult because yes, you can find the answer you want, because again, if you think of something you want to hear, you can read the Bible or you can read the Quran and you will find that answer, because the way it's written, it's so generic.
But hold on, the Bible doesn't tell people to worship Jesus, yet people do worship Jesus. There's not an ambiguous statement where it says, where Jesus said, "I'm God, worship me." He never said that. And
No.
all messengers, if you look at the Bible, all messengers came with the same message, which is there is only one God, worship one God, and that there is no salvation for anyone that associate partnerships with their Creator. That is the same message that is in the Torah and in the Bible, in the Quran. The only difference is the Quran is the only religion that believes in no association, whereas the others have altered their books.
Okay, but the Quran believes as well they're superior to the Bible.
Superior in what sense?
Because they believe they're the third prophet.
They believe the what? Third prophet?
Yes.
What do you mean third prophet? The last prophet?
So the last prophet.
Yeah.
So they believe
But-
the other ones are in the same.
But
Bible.
Jesus
The
Jesus
same-
predicted, but
the
Jesus
same-
prophesied this though.
No. But it's the same. I disagree with that. But it's the same. I disagree with that. The Bible claims that, you know, Jesus came after the prophet for Torah. So I disagree with this because I think it's wrong. It's
So-
the wrong way of looking at the world.
So okay, so Jesus came after the Torah. You don't believe that's true?
No, but I think it doesn't matter.
No, but what did you just say? You said that you don't believe.
I disagree with this ranking, saying
What do you mean by ranking?
no, because ultimately,
Yeah.
like what you're saying is like the Christians say, oh, you know, we're the modern Jews because we have the newer prophet.
No,
So,
it's not.
be
I think you're
closer.
missing the point. It's not about the newer prophet and this, that, and the other. What
So we
happened?
have the latest news.
It's not the latest news. That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
I don't know, it's
All the
difficult to
prophets.
say in English for me, it's my native
But-
foreign language.
But the thing is, all the prophets, yeah. Tell me if I'm wrong. All the prophets that came before, they came in with the same message, which is there is only one God. Did they not? What message did they come with?
Yeah, but all of that is the problem of all of those religions.
What is the problem?
This unacceptance.
No, I'm saying
the
the Old Testament, yeah, the Old Testament,
I know all of them
the Bible,
say that,
yeah, they
but
all
I
say.
disagree with all of it because I think, listen, this, if you look at it again at Buddhism,
Yeah.
the acceptance of contemporary beliefs and worshipping of different, I mean, that is what I find fascinating because ultimately, Quran, Torah, and Bible are so close to one another.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Why on earth are you? I mean, it's even closer to one another than Buddhism, because actually, the three of them have the same background.
Yeah, because it's the
But
same
they
religion. You're not. This
but
is
they
what
are-
you're missing. They're
But
not.
they have the big problem with one another.
No, they don't. This is
And
not.
that is where I struggle.
This is not. this is the thing. It's the same religion. It's the same religion because these are revelations that came down before. With Jesus, it came with it was given the Injil, but the Injil, which was the revelation given by God to Jesus, was direct word from God to Jesus. So when the Bible is written, it's written in a way that is the documented events. Jesus went here, Jesus went there, this, that, and the other. That's not God speaking directly to mankind, is it? I mean, that's not my opinion. It's a fact. This is not God speaking directly to mankind, say do this and do that. It doesn't work like that. Same with the Torah, it didn't. But the Quran came with the actual words of God, which is speaking, which was given to revelation, which was given to the Prophet Muhammad, yeah, which is the last revelation, and it just confirms what the old previous messages were before the intertwining and before the alteration of the books. And it's been preserved as well. There's not, like the language hasn't changed, the wording hasn't changed. I mean, even if you go to the museums here, yeah, they've got scriptures from, 1500 years. You get a Quran out now and you'll see it's exactly the same word for word. Timeless.
Still, I think interpretation of the various
You believe in one God, yeah? Oh no.
yes.
Okay. If we're creators, yeah, surely we must have a purpose, right? Or no? Do you not believe? Do you think that we're here just randomly or by no reason?
We created what?
If God, if you believe in a creator and you believe like one God, yeah, then we're His creation, yeah. Surely we must have a purpose as to why we're here. Is that logical?
But is the one point which I struggle slightly with. But
Okay.
yes.
Why do you struggle with that?
Come on, look at what the earth currently is going through. I mean, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, but
this
hold on.
Violence, all this shit.
Hold on.
I mean,
What happened to free will?
But hang on a minute. We're the only bloody creature in the world that is killing itself.
Yeah.
Do you see any of the animals in the natural territory?
No, I agree with you.
Itself?
I agree with you. This is common ground. I agree with you totally. But what you're missing is this: if God intervenes on man's free will, then how can God judge us? And how can He be a just God? How can He be a fair God if He's going to intervene and stop us from doing sins before we've actually done it? How can He judge us? It's here. Sorry.